So in addition to sexual harassment, the other discrimination category that our Women's Economic Justice Platform covers is fair pay. And I'd like to bring forward Paula Borelli, who's been a victim of unfair gender wage practices in her workplace, to share her story.
Good afternoon. I would like to thank the committee for inviting me here today to hear my story. My name is Paula Borelli, and I am a survivor and not a victim of gender and age discrimination, even though I felt like a victim. Because of unfair treatment by employers, I stand before you today to fight for changing the law for equal pay for equal work. I have been in the casino industry for 13 years for Newport Grand. In the past 9 years, I have worked side by side with a male colleague, performing the exact same duties. One day during an HR meeting, which I requested to advocate for a higher salary for myself and my male coworker, my colleague was asked what his salary was. With no hesitation, he openly stated his salary, which is $4,000 more than my salary. I was shocked. I said, how could this be? We are both performing the exact same duties. And I had been there for many years, and my colleague was surprised also. I later found out that I had been paid less than him for years while doing the same job. As soon as I could, I met with my manager in HR and presented the pay discrepancies. I asked to be paid the same as my colleague. I waited 6 months for a response, along with excuse after excuse after excuse. I went in weekly and I asked for an update on my salary to be brought up to my male colleague's salary. In the meantime, a new employee was hired, a woman much younger than myself and with no casino experience, and she was brought in with a higher salary than me, but less than my male colleague. My male colleague and I were instructed to teach her, to train her to perform our same duties. Again, I asked myself, why? Well, on May 2nd, a day I will never forget, I was asked to stay after the meeting. I thought, this is great. 6 months. Oh, I can't wait. Well, I was ultimately informed they were not going to do anything for me. No reason, just nothing. We're not doing anything for you. I was shocked. I couldn't believe that's what I was hearing. It sickened me to the point I fell apart at the seams from the disappointment of the decision that they had made. I spiraled into a 2-week roller coaster at home. This news affected my well-being, and after being a devoted employee to the company. Well, a very smart woman that I admire dearly, Lynette Lavager, my attorney, thank you, Lynette, snapped me back into reality by telling me I should not allow this to make me sick or to do this, to snap out of it. It was beating me up. And informed me I have rights. I returned to work, to a job that I have enjoyed going to for 13 years, giving more than 100% of myself. I said to myself, Paula, you have 2 daughters, you have 2 granddaughters, you need to fight for your rights and to set an example for all. We need to send a message to employers. Listen up. This will only happen with changing the laws to prevent this from happening over and over again. One way to start to require transparency in salaries as well as pay equity. We need to do more than just awareness. We need to be the change. Not an example and not a victim. To sum this up nicely, my opinion, my employer thought I would quietly be sailing off into the sunset of retirement because of my age. Instead, with the help of the ACLU of Rhode Island, I filed an equal pay lawsuit, and I am here today with all of you at the State House to make a difference and get Rhode Island the equal pay for equal work law changed. Thank you.